shirt on.
We're live. Welcome, everybody. How happy. It's melting hot here in Arizona. The Team Money, Teresa Cox, employee
Good morning.
user number one. Pull the number one, Team Money. Woo! And of course, I put a red shirt for you. Okay.
I'm number one.
And I put the black eBay hat for you. Girl, I did it.
Can't tell, but I have my listing party shirt on because
It's the party.
we gotta have a party.
We're gonna have a party with auto sales detection. You ask and we deliver. And thanks to that way. Okay, and thanks to this girl, okay, over there. Okay, thank you, Teresa, for the endless hours of testing. Oh no, yeah, I'm the pretty face. Okay, I just presented it. No. Okay, but auto sales detection at no additional cost. With list perfectly already launched. It's not a beta product. It's been ultra tested. And the best part of it is that works for how many platforms, Teresa?
11.
All of them.
All of them. There you go.
All of them. Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's my hesitation because one of the platforms is Listing Party, and I count that as a platform.
Yeah.
But it's not a sales platform. So when you're talking about the cha-ching, it's like, do you count that one? Do you not count that one? So anyway, that's my hesitation. I do know the product. I do know how many products, how many platforms we list on.
Cam says, show me the money. Yes, we're gonna show you now. I want to see if we can trigger Trish. Okay, later. Okay, girl, let's show it live. Okay, I want to see if you can buy something from Club Red 97 and we can show. Okay, literally. Okay, so Trish, if you can get ready to buy something because I really want to show people if you can buy something from Club. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Okay.
Hey, Trish, I got a pair of shoes that are about $300. Can you buy those?
No, because then she's gonna invoice me. No.
That's all right.
Hey, Gary, how are you? Hey, Virginia, that's my middle name. Clara Virginia. I love it. Virginia has been in my family for 200 years. Can you believe? I can't wait. I'm going to the East Coast next week to North Carolina. Not close to Virginia, but I'm gonna be close. They're better than Phoenix, right?
You are now.
That's right. Oh my, I'm so excited we're getting to go to Boston, okay, to watch it. I'm going to go and see my first baseball match with Teresa, Trish, and our amazing friend Diane Lasson and her family. I can't wait to see. First time I'm going to be eating a Frank, Timani.
Oh my goodness, you have to experience. Now, let me just say that as the lover of red, I am so happy that we are going to a Red Sox game and not a White Sox game.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're right. I forgot. There is White Sox, Red Sox. Huh? And are they both from the same state?
No. White Sox.
Okay.
I don't know where they're from.
All I know is that Red Sox sells better than White Sox. That's all I can. Sorry, people. Okay. That as a vintage clothing seller, I can tell you right now. Okay.
I'm a Dodgers National League kind of girl.
All
those other teams are just competitors to me.
Hey, Star Bryson, there she is. Hi, Star Bryson. And I think, Star, would you let us know if you're doing a True Crime Unleashed at noon Pacific Standard Time? I think. Is she doing True Crime Unleashed today?
Yes.
Awesome. So don't forget to go. Star Bryson's Flipping Hippos, amazing Facebook group, incredible YouTube channel, and also Listing Party. I love it. Okay, so we had Jay. How are you? Tracy, inventor. Welcome, Tracy. I love it. I don't think I've seen you here before. Cam says we are at 101, but it feels like 120 with humidity. Yes, it is true. The humidity, it does make it's brutal. It's brutal. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jill. How are you, love? Leah. How are you, Leah? That's amazing. Okay, so you came today to see, not me, okay, but our amazing employee number one, user number one, supporter number one, the reason why we went to eBay Open in 2019, okay, even though I wanted to stay in bed, okay, in so much pain. But I'm so excited. We're celebrating several things, okay. One of the things we're celebrating is that number one is, okay, I'm so excited to share with you that List Perfectly is the sponsor for Teresa's favorite company. Who would that be, Teresa, besides List Perfectly?
List Perfectly and eBay. I am an eBay girl.
Woo! Now, check this out, people. I'm going to brag a little, okay? So you see you have eBay Open 23, studios, party, sneak peek, schedule, speaker, sponsors. Click sponsors. Wow! There you have it. Those are the sponsors for eBay Open, and we are up there. Okay, we've made an incredible partnership with eBay. Look at Michael, some of the faces we know speaking. Oh, Lori, I love it. So I'm very, very excited. Ken Gaetano and many other people speaking. Very excited what's going on with eBay Open. Go. Do they still have people time to register?
Yeah, I haven't heard that any of the in-person cities are sold out yet, but they will sell
Yeah,
out.
that's what I thought.
They will sell out.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in Phoenix. Clara and Amanda will be in Phoenix. And some of the team members will be in all the other cities.
Yep.
As part of the
okay. Let's tease it. So Trish Glenn and Becky Park in Chicago. Whoa, Becky Park from Poshmark. Wait, Becky Park from Poshmark attending eBay Open. What have you done, Clara? What have I done? I'm out of control, Teresa. Do something.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's exciting. So yeah, List Perfectly is going to team up with some I call them super users in all the different in Chicago, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Phoenix. And if you're near any of those cities and you want to go hang out, and I say hang out, eBay in-person events are always worth the effort. Hustlebee, I was just going to see if he's going to see. He's going to be in Atlanta. And so, a lot of people going to Chicago. Awesome.
Oh, there he is. Oh, my goodness. Hustlebee, what's buzzing? Cincinnati Reds. He say, hey, Ken, where are you going to be attending?
He's going to be in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Oh, Daggy's going to be in Atlanta. Dana is going to be in Atlanta. I love it. That's amazing. So there you have it. Hasselby is going to be buzzing around in Atlanta, eBay Open, in-person studios. That's amazing. Susie is going to be in Chicago. Amazing. You're going to be with Trish. Look at that. Annette Mercado, Chicago. Jonathan is going to go is in Denver in person for eBay Open. I love it.
Denver is not in person. Denver is not in person this year. You can see it virtually. There's only 4 in-person cities: Phoenix, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Chicago.
That's right. And the rest is going to be virtual, but either or, come on, $25. Remember in 2019, guys? Okay, I'm going to say it because this is going to be hard, okay? I was broke. I was down to my last $1,500. We were so broke that we offer people 3 months of List Perfectly at 50% off if you pay us now. Only Amanda and Teresa could afford to get in. Teresa, of course, paid her own ticket. We couldn't even afford a wage for Teresa, okay?
But I was just testing the software by then. I didn't start working with List Perfectly until after Open when you guys took off.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But you believed on it. But girl, you were hustling with us. Like you were literally and I was unmedicated with arthritis, and from passing the flyers, I remember my shoulder was killing me. But to go from broke, guys, okay, I was up to $200,000 in debt. Technology is not cheap. The first prototype of List Perfectly was $30,000. The second one was not $30,000, okay? And I put everything that I had. I knew this would take off, but I never thought I would have so much support from our eBay community, and from going from broke that I couldn't even afford my ticket. And today I'm one of the 2 main sponsors. Thank you, Timania. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you.
4 short years. I mean, that's what blows my mind away about this whole thing. 4 years ago, You could only afford one ticket. Clara's outside doing her guerrilla marketing, trying not to get caught. Amanda's inside talking to all the people. And now you're a gold sponsor for the event.
Yeah, dream
I
come
mean,
true.
that's pretty amazing.
Where else can you go to another country with no money, okay, barely speaking the language, all right? And then in a couple of years, you go from banking, I'm not going to do banking. I'm going to do e-commerce because I believe in e-commerce. For me, it's just mind blowing the opportunities that e-commerce is the big equalizer. You're there home. Are you tired of those? What do you have? Like 4 or 5 W-2s this year? Okay. Do you have, how many jobs do you need to supplement? Come over here. Start reselling the stuff that you have in your house. I'm going to show you this today is going to be a little advanced if you're new to reselling, because we're going to show you an auto sales detection tool that is not necessary. When you are a small seller, it's not necessary. Don't get stressed out, okay, with sales, okay? Even though you might have a sale overlapping with another marketplace. It's good for you to handle this with good customer service back practice in addressing and communicating with the customer what happened. But definitely putting your eggs in multiple baskets, it's a risk that is worth for what every business has a risk. Okay, you do stocks, has risk. You do crypto, has risk. You do real estate. So come on, people. Okay, so you get there. So I recommend the sales detection, the cha-ching, our cha-ching and sales detection for those sellers that, even if you have 500 active listings, but maybe you're listing so much, okay, that you're selling so much. So what you want to do is accelerate your sell-through rate without jeopardizing your account standing. So what would you say to Teresa, to those sellers, okay, that maybe they're in the simple and the business plan, okay, you remember that, okay, and you need that auto sales detection, but you got to take that investment, that extra investment.
Yeah, I said it on I listing 101 yesterday because there was somebody on the call that had a simple plan, and I feel like she was feeling like she was missing out or something. And I said, no, I mean, the simple plan has a place for a customer base, or we wouldn't have it. There's absolutely the right customer that has that.
Yeah,
And she's just getting started. She doesn't list that often, but she does see that cross posting helps, all that sort of stuff. But if you are a full-time seller and this is your income and you are trying to increase your sales by selling the same things across different platforms, you absolutely should have the pro plan. And this is what I tell people, because, sometimes that people are like, oh, I can't afford it. Well, I say, give it 3 months, and then work it, cross post your stuff. And if you don't see the increase in sales, then drop back down to the business plan. I don't know anybody that's ever done that. If you really do and I say this all the time in listing 101, if you really upgrade your plan, first of all, you see how much faster it is. I did a listing in, oh great, my handyman is here. I did a listing in Poshmark in 3 clicks. I did a listing in eBay in 5 clicks from the List Perfectly catalog. Everybody thinks, oh, I'm just going to list on eBay because I have to do all those item specifics. Well, you either put them in eBay or you put them in List Perfectly. But I'm telling you, if you do your title correctly, you can have you can get their listings over to List Perfectly, over to eBay in 3 to 5 clicks.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Red Revivals is asking, sorry, I missed the beginning. Is automatic sales detection going to work on business plan now? So Red, let me explain you one thing, okay? So with the business plan is $49, okay? The pro plan is $20 more, okay? At the end, one thing that I recommend, okay, if no, we're not going to be adding right now to the business plan again. I'm building this with my own money. There is no investors. It's literally my own money. So we always trickle down, okay? We're planning to pass it, okay? Eventually to the business plan. But what I highly recommend you, maybe you stay on the business plan now, but when it comes the holiday season, it's absolutely worth for you to spend $20 more to have the automatic sales detection. So great great question. Please rest assured that we always trickle down, okay, benefits from plans. Like when we started simple plan, when we started was title, pictures, and whatever you put on the product description box. Now we added price, we added auto square, resizing, you name it. We've been adding so many features for the different plans. We always trickle down the different the benefits and features that we have. All right.
Yeah.
So it's $69, guys. It's unlimited. Okay. Other services, they will charge you what? For 4,000 listings, they charge you what? 100 plus. Think about it. You don't have to pay extra for delist. You don't pay extra for relist. You don't pay extra for marking sold. You don't pay extra for importing. You don't pay extra for storing. Unlimited. You don't pay extra to go to list to all marketplaces. $69 for automatic sales detection. Don't get sidetracked with advertising that is telling you, "Ooh, come and try this, whatever, these listings for free, and then wait to roll over," and so forth. It sounds appealing in the beginning, but then at the end, if you start adding up all the fees, okay, I promise you, it's extremely more expensive.
Here's one thing. I've been using List Perfectly for 4 years now. And when we started, there was 4 platforms, lots of things. We didn't have sales detection. We didn't have the update feature. There's a lot of things, and the price has never gone up.
Never. Thank you, T.
I tell people that it's an investment. And here's the thing. I tried Kittison probably 3.5 years ago, and it didn't work for me. Dory Graff from Kittison was at Camp Listing Party. I went to her sessions, and I was like, she taught us how to sell on her platform. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this, because I think I put 150 items over there because it didn't cost me any money. So now I'm playing with Kittison to see if I can sell some kids stuff over there. And the same thing. Oh, let me have these things. I'm going to try these on Grailed. I don't really sell things on Grailed. I don't sell them on Depop, but it doesn't cost me anything to test it out. That's the kind of stuff. I know that sometimes as sellers, we get, I'm only going to do Etsy, Mercari, eBay, and Poshmark. And that's great. But if you've got stuff and you want to try to move it, adding different platforms. The first year that I tracked this was in 21, I think it was. And I increased, I took this goes to the point of it's great to diversify, because I had all my listings on eBay. I only sold on eBay and Amazon at the time. And when List Perfectly came in, I started cross-posting and playing with the platforms a lot. And so in the first year in 2021, when I actually had a full year of sales across more platforms, I calculated that without taking eBay and Amazon out of the calculation, I averaged an extra $2,200 a month. That's $26,000 a year. That was huge for all the same things that I had on eBay for, way too long. And for the things that I have on Amazon, and Amazon, it wasn't selling on Amazon, but it sold on Poshmark, or it sold on, Mercari or whatever. And then the next year I calculated it, and it had gone up to 3,000. So that was an extra $36,000 by getting my items to more viewers.
Exactly.
I'm an eBay girl.
Remember your story with the pools, the inflatable pools that were forever on eBay, and then you put on Mercari and boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I had an Intel inflatable pool, and it was really hot a couple summers ago, and it had the 4 seats in it, and it was like a kiddie pool. And I bought those at Walmart, and I turned around and I was selling them like hotcakes on Amazon. And I had people all over the country buying them for me. And all of a sudden, if you're an Amazon seller, Amazon shut me down and gated me on that listing, and I could no longer sell them. I think I had 28 pools in my garage. Had them listed on eBay, listed them for the whole season, the year, nothing. List Perfectly came along. I cross-posted them to Mercari and sold them all out. And so where it didn't sell on eBay, I absolutely found my market on Mercari. And the difference was, at the time, the Mercari shipping. The shipping on those pools was a game changer through Mercari because they were heavy. Yeah. So, all right, Jay, you got a cha-ching.
I love it.
We love our cha-ching.
Drop your referral code down there so people can, those of watching, as you know, we have no advertising, no sales team. So anybody, hassle fee, flicking hippos, drop your discount code so people can get 30% off from any plan. And you get 30% off from, you can try every plan. once and you get the 30% off. Okay, there it is, Catitudes, there it is. Okay, so feel free to sign up with that code and then get 30% off of the pro plan that will bring it to the value of almost of the value of the business plan. There it is, Sunshine Girl Thrift, there it is, your code. Okay, so today I want to share how amazing. First, we're going to show you where our video, okay, where our video is. So you're gonna go to here in this perfectly. So then we're gonna see how to auto sales detection and mark sold for all marketplaces.
List perfectly.
And we're gonna let Marshall show us, okay, about the auto sales detection. Trish, if you're there, or Doug, if you're there, okay, I'm gonna be asking you to buy something from Cloud Rep 97. So we show it in video and we're gonna show it live, all right? So here you go. Can you see my screen, Timani?
Yep, we can see it.
Thank you so much.
Sales detection feature is available on the Pro plan of List Perfectly. With this feature, List Perfectly will automatically detect the sales you make on any of the supported marketplaces to prevent double selling. Here's how it works. First, you will navigate to the LP icon located in the top right corner of your browser. Settings in the bottom right corner of the extension. Here you have the option to select individual marketplace tabs to add your shop ID.
And please note, okay, that it's available for Poshmark, Shopify, all of them, Etsy, eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, Grail, Depop, Kivisay, and Vestiaire Collective.
For each marketplace. Once you have added your shop IDs, you can click close at the bottom.
Oh, and what Marshall is not mentioning there, people, you can add up to 2 shop IDs at no extra. Again, never pay extra.
And can now select sales. Here, you will notice at the top of the LP extension, you will have a toggle next to sales detection. By default, this is disabled, but you can enable sales detection by simply clicking the toggle.
All right.
Once sales detection is enabled, you will see a status bubble next to each marketplace icon. If your sales detection is set up for a particular marketplace and a connection is active, you will see a green bubble next to the icon.
Green, good.
If your sales detection is not set up for a particular marketplace,
Red,
or you are not actively logged into that marketplace account, you will see a red bubble. Once you have enabled sales detection, you can return to the LP catalog and continue working. While you are working, List Perfectly will continuously scan your marketplace account for sales.
The good, and this is the part I'm pausing, I want to clarify, you get to set the frequency that you want List Perfectly to be checking. You want to do it every minute. Maybe you have 100 listings. Okay, if you have 100 listings, I think you might have like maybe 2 sales a week. So getting LP to check every minute, I don't think it would be the best investment of your time. So I would say every 30 minutes, those sellers that maybe have like 5,000 listings, that would be a more interesting to check every minute and make sure that, you're setting the frequency of List Perfectly to detect the sale as you need it for your business. Everybody has different business needs.
When a sale is made, you will receive a notification on your computer. Now that a new sale has been detected and we have heard the notification, we can navigate to the LP extension to see what sold. We can now see these Nike shoes have sold on eBay. When we click the sold button, we will be taken directly to our listing in our catalog so we can mark our listing sold across all marketplaces it is listed on. And List Perfectly will end those listings in seconds. Now we'll just navigate to our listing, click the crosspost icon, and click select to mark sold. And then we'll click mark sold.
Done.
Next, we'll just confirm. And now the List Perfectly extension will go and end the listing on all of the marketplaces our listing is listed on. And that's sales detection feature works.
There it is. So we also show you here, there is a sold in the above our filters and buttons. At the top, we will show you another message that it was a pop-up message. I will sell sold. And that's our amazing auto sales detection. I want to share, Teresa, what do you think, Mama?
I missed that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So no worries, no worries. So one of the things I really like about the auto sales detection is don't forget that if, let's say that you don't have, please don't set your laptop for sleep mode, okay? So make sure it's not on sleep mode, all right? And if by any chance, one of the things that I would recommend is to be careful that, let me see, I wanted to see why am I in this spot? Okay, hold on, bear with me. So one of the things I want to remind people is that in List Perfectly Mobile, these links, okay, that says Facebook or eBay, when you click there, it takes you directly to the listing on the marketplace. So you can end it with List Perfectly Mobile and go directly to the marketplace and end it fast. Another thing I wanted to emphasize, okay, and share with the community, in case you don't have List Perfectly, I'm going to share right now an incredible blog post written by amazing Kim Rose, okay? List Perfectly. This is custom marketplace. Sorry. Okay. Oh, they're publishing. Woo. Okay, so let's see. Where is the List Perfectly? Oh, I'm not seeing. Oh, Kimmy, that's interesting. Where is your... Well, I guess they're redoing. There was a blog post in which we were showing. Oh, they must be changing the title. There is a blog post. Dag, if you're there, okay, where is the blog post? Okay, of auto sales detection. I would appreciate it. Yes, Trish, tell Dag, where is it? Okay, what happened? Okay. All right, but there is a blog post written by Kim Rose about the auto sales detection. Gary says, is it adjusting quantity if you have multiple quantity items? Oh, does it adjust quantities if you have multiple quantity items? So with the auto sales detection, to adjust the multiple quantity items, you want to use the update button, Gary. All right. So are you let me know, Gary, if you're familiar with the update button. All right. Will not adjust automatically quantities. You still need to use the update button to adjust the quantities. Okay. Can you automate it? So no action needed on our part. Yes, you can automate how frequently you want List Perfectly to detect the sales. You follow the process. Once we detect the sale, you just got to mark it sold. But there is no way that you can automate it to market sold yet. Now that's going to be coming with, that's coming. So right now we have the automatic sales detection. No, Jonathan, you don't need to go to each platform and delete the item from your inventory. Like I just showed in the video, okay, the auto sales detection pops up and then you just click mark sold and List Perfectly will end all the listings. No. But if you want to use List Perfect, let's say you're in a restaurant, or let's say you are traveling, okay, so you can use List Perfectly Mobile with your tablet, with your iPad, and you can end with the hyperlinks that we provide on the listings. You can end those listings, will send you to the right place on the marketplaces. And if you want to proceed that way, yes, there is possible. But of course, the mark sold.
So let me go back to a couple of things, because I think that, so they're wanting to know, do we have we have sales detection?
We'll get there, girl. We'll get there, because I want to build it a little. I want to build it. But, go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Well, no, if you've got it planned for later, then we'll hang on.
Yes, no, that's why I wanted to. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, I found it. Yay. Okay, I found it. So first, guys, okay, I want to just share. Let me build it there, Teresa. I'm saving the best for last. So here it is. Kim Rose, July 31st, list perfectly auto sales detection. And do you want to hear the cha-ching, list perfectly sales and order detection feature? Here she shows you how to set up for different shops. You can do up to two shops, all right? And then here we also show you the sales where you have to click, just like Marshall showing the video, all right? And then we show you also how Kimberly has enabled the sales detection to all marketplaces. And then in addition, we just remind you, hey, a few things to know. For example, if you, with eBay, okay, this is just particular to eBay, not to Poshmark, not to Mercari, but to eBay. If you do not have an eBay seller, currently we will not be able to support the auto sales detections. And maybe you have a unique shop that has characters. That could be also a problem. So don't forget to contact our customer care team, and we will let you know if the auto sales detection is ideal for you or not. So go ahead, T.
No, I mean, it's something that everybody's wanted. It's auto sales detection. And so it's not completely automated yet. But let me say this. I've been working with it, testing with it for a long time. Here's what I love about List Perfectly. And List Perfectly is waiting to do that. You know why? Because when they release it, they're going to release it so it works on all 11 platforms. Why does that matter? Because if we do it and we have auto sales detection where it automatically detects and ends your listings on 2 platforms, I still got to babysit the other 9. And so I might as well babysit the 2. So to me, I'm glad that we're waiting until we can do it for all platforms. And because if I'm just selling on Mercari and Poshmark, well, then that's great. But what about if I sell on eBay and Etsy? Then I still have to go and babysit. And here's the thing. We've been babysitting listings and ending them for 4 years.
Yeah.
Double selling is not it's something we need to keep in mind, but it's not a real problem. And here's what I mean by that. Let me say that, because it is a problem, but it's not a real problem. Because if I have an item that is going to be selling quickly, I am not going to put it on 11 platforms. I'm going to put it on my either Amazon or eBay or whatever my native platform is, where this item is going to take off and sell. Then in 3 months or 6 months, whatever my time frame is, if I still have more of that item, then I'm going to cross post it out. And then it's going to have a chance to go to a wider audience. But if you've got a hot selling item, especially in Q4, you don't need to cross post it to 7 different platforms. Worry about that double sale. And if you do, and you're starting to sell stuff, then take it down off of whatever platform you might be selling it on. Or if you have 10 items, put 3 on Poshmark, 3 on Mercari, and 3 on eBay, and 1, like you can divide your inventory up so that you're covered. Like I will tell you, I forget 5,400 items. I sell things all the time. I don't end them in my catalog when they immediately sell. And I do it when I'm shipping. So I just tell you that because people, I think, get all wrapped around the axle over this double sales thing. Yes, we want to be able to have sales detection that does it, but but do you need to do it immediately? No. But if your OCD has you that you want to, I get you, people. I got you. Then you just use it. You go and you end it manually on your phone.
That's right.
The other thing that I want to say is that because somebody had a question, and I think you addressed it, Clara. But do I have to automatically end it? No, it's a semi-automatic process, meaning you have to go to your catalog and tell List Perfectly this item sold. Once you List Perfectly knows it's sold, if your catalog
with the sold actually not, because with the sold you click the sold and then we take you to the item that's sold, and then you just click mark sold.
Right. So once you get to the item, so it's a semi-manual process, semi-automatic process. The manual part of that is you have to mark it sold. The automatic part of that is that List Perfectly will go out to all 11 platforms and end that listing for you. And that is a huge time saver for those of us that were doing listing on other platforms before List Perfectly. You would have to go and manually end it on Etsy, and manually end it on Poshmark, and manually end it on Mercari. And so it's a huge time saver. I get it. We want the instantaneous. We want it to do all work in the background. And we're going to get there. We're going to get there. And when List Perfectly releases it, it will be for all platforms. So it can truly be auto delete.
Exactly. So with auto sales detection, okay, what you want to keep in mind is you get the cha-ching, we get you a notification, and you just go right away to market sold instead of going to marketplaces and end it manually. Let List Perfectly do, and that's available, marking sold, okay, and ending listings across all marketplaces. It's unlimited with all plans. That's unlimited with all plans. One thing is the mark sold, and that is available with all plans already. We trickled that down to the simple planning even. But another thing is the auto sales detection. Angie is saying, yes, Angie, is for the pro plan at the moment, all right? Angie, I noticed that you're trying to come back to List Perfectly, come back, and you said that you have some tech issues that the tech team could not resolve. There is no issues that we cannot resolve. That I can tell you, okay? And if we can resolve it, we build it, Angie. So what we need these people when we ask you, hey, can you test this? And even if I know you mentioned you send us videos, that's amazing. Thank you so much. That's the fastest way to diagnose any issue. So don't waste your time on if it was a general problem, believe me, everybody would be here. This perfectly doesn't work. Give me my money back. Oh, you see what I'm saying? I would have like 1 million reviews saying, oh my God, I'm going to sue you. Okay. So not that I'm not saying that you don't have an issue, but what I'm saying is, don't waste your time on social. I know that other companies, they will send you a canned answer. Thank you for your what is it? Your issues, very important to us. I don't know. And developer is looking into your issue right now. Could you please let us know if you tried this or that? No canned answers with List Perfectly. You have onboarding sessions now, Angie. Okay, that we didn't have before. We have video calls now. We have a self-help wizard. No bots, at List Perfectly. That's right. Always compliant. You don't have to worry about being compliant and adjusting the speed of cross-posting or faking it or trying to make it look like a human. Tracy says that she made a sales detection, a sale, and the auto sales detection didn't notify her in her iPhone. Do I have my iPhone settings correct? Yes, you do, my love. The thing is that it goes on the desktop, okay, but it's not gonna, because on the iPhones or tablets, we cannot install an extension. We still need an extension to be installed in a device to be detected. The only tablet right now that is capable to accept an extension install is the Microsoft Surface tablet. I highly recommend it. No need to be pro. No need to go pro. All right.
I have a Surface Pro, and I got it specifically because it would do extensions, and I use it to test, obviously. But I love it. I use it all the time.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Star Bryson, for helping Susan. Susan is saying she has some issues. Susan, don't wait. Okay, promise me right now. Promise me right now. You're gonna go and send. You're gonna go to contact us and tech support. All right, and then you're gonna, whether you wanna follow the instructions, let us know that you can cross post to whatever channel, and then the team will help you right 24/7. It's a team based here in Phoenix. You're not talking to Argentina, all right? I promise you, okay? Which I love my country, but literally, come on, when we have tech issues, you don't want to be like, hello, my name is Clara. It's like, come on, I'm being honest, okay? And then have you rebooted? Have you uninstalled this perfectly? Have you reinstalled? I just want to make sure you understand you're talking to literally the right hand of Amanda Morse. Coach these people themselves on how to do tech support. We do tech support meetings, we do cases, you name it. So don't waste your time. That's why you're paying the good money for List Perfectly. So we help you right away, even on holidays. Don't waste your time. So oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. I love it. Look, Flipping Hippo says we even have listing parties for tech support. I forgot about that. Since you brought it up, Star Bryson, okay.
Customer support 411, and they're doing them one a day. And go to the refresh. Make sure you have refreshed at the top. Yeah. So they'll have a call this after, or they had one this morning at 9 a.m. And so they're doing this one a day, every day, Monday through Friday. It's a different time each day, but that's a much smaller setting. It's a group call, but it's a much smaller setting. You can share your screen and you can just talk back and forth with the tech people. It's actually been very successful.
Yes, absolutely. So come and join. This is a lot of resellers that are signing up for LP, and you can join. And this is another way you can get. So you can get self-help. You can schedule a one-on-one with a List Perfectly team member, or you can come to the customer support 411. That's the reason we are the best solution right now when it comes to bringing support to our selling community, so you can grow the business in the direction you need, in without worrying about being sanctioned or suspended, or maybe restricted, or losing your top rated status, or some status maybe it's similar that could be in Poshmark, Ambassador, you name it. Okay. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, love. List Perfectly works amazing. Best part is the customer service. Please, okay. I invest a lot of money in the customer service team. Okay. You can see I don't advertise. I put my money on the customer service. That's important for us. Let's see. What advice do you have, Teresa, about what would you say about the sales detection that is important to know? The number one thing that people should know about sales detection. What is the recommendation?
Well, for the people that are here to learn about the sales detection, I would say that first of all, you need to install it. And there is a banner message in your notifications this week on how to install and use sales detection. And I think that people don't realize, we get it. List Perfectly has a lot of features. We get tunnel vision. We want to list our 100 items a day or a week or whatever, and we don't stop to breathe and think about all the other things that can make our listing process easier and faster. So there, in your notifications, there's a banner message up this week. Quick video that took me way too long to make. Making videos is harder than it looks. But I did it and I survived. Anyway, so if you go and look at that. But so the thing I would tell them is to make sure that you have it set up. And that video that you showed with Marshall doing it, it's the same process. I just do a little bit more in depth in mine, where I show you how to mark your sales sold when you get that notification. But I don't think that here's a pro tip that will help you out. When you go to set up the stores, your store IDs for each platform, and you click on your extension and you do that, your store name needs to match the platform name. So I'm Club Red 97, but on a Macari, I'm Club Red 97 in all lower cases. On eBay, I'm upper and lower. On Kittison, I'm just Club Red. And so you have to look at those platforms and make sure they match. If they don't match, you're not, List Perfectly can't go out and find your sales and detect them for you. Yeah. Absolutely. So that's a pro tip. When I was doing this, it took me a while to figure out, why is it not detecting this? And it's the platforms are, List Perfectly can't figure out, or List Perfectly needs to have the store name.
I think I have your video. Teresa. Can I share it?
My video is a little too long, so don't share the whole thing.
Really? Okay. Let's see. 3 minutes. Well, I have one that is 3 minutes 51. That's
okay. Well, then go ahead and do it.
So maybe
let me hide my face.
Hold on, is it that one? Okay, hold on. I want to make sure I'm sharing the right one. You tell me, okay? I have so many videos.
Well, I haven't done a whole lot of videos, so.
Okay.
Did you know that List Perfectly sales detection feature scans your platforms, finds your sales, allows you to quickly mark an item sold, and auto ends them across all platforms before they double sell? It's one of my favorite features. Let me show you how it works. First, we need to set up your sales detection and get it working for you. To do this, you'll click on your LP extension in the upper right corner, click on the settings gear in the lower right corner, then click on the marketplace icon for the marketplaces that you want to set up for sales detection. LP supports all marketplaces except Shopify and Instagram. And you notice here that for each marketplace, they have a different way of your shop ID. Upper and lowercase matters. So for Poshmark, it's all lowercase. Etsy, it's upper and lowercase. eBay is all lowercase. And Kittison for me is just Club Red without the 97.
Oh, wow.
Once you have all that set up, then you'll click on the bottom window, the sales tab on the bottom window, and toggle on sales detection. LP has scanned all platforms, pulled the sales information into the extension, and is now ready for you to mark sold in your catalog to quickly end a listing across all platforms and avoid double selling. So I'm going to show you how to mark something sold. This is an item that I shipped today. So I'm going to click on this, and there's two ways you can mark an item sold. First is by using the cross-posting icon. Stop the video for a second, Clara.
Yep.
Okay, so one thing I want to say here that I didn't say in the video, and I'm mad, is that I have over 10,000 listings in my catalog. And when I click on that sold button, lickety-split that fast, List Perfectly finds that item in my catalog. And before I would have to type it in, and I would have to either use the ID number or type it in, and it would search. And because I have 10,000 items in my catalog, which, it's a lot, but List Perfectly has
a lot, Teresa, to find one listing in 10,000 and then do that for the next listing, and for the next listing. You got to ship. It just drives you insane.
Yeah. But I mean, so that is a large catalog, but List Perfectly has customers with hundreds of thousands of listings. So I like the fact that I can click on that sold button and it immediately goes to that item, and it's just that fast. Okay, go ahead. I think that's the only thing I missed in the video.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Teresa. That's a good point. I love that. That's my favorite because it drives me nuts. If you have a sale, right, you've been notified, then I have to go type Adidas, and then in Adidas, I got to go on whatever it is, purple or I don't know, size 9. In this case, we just seeing the sales, it takes you directly to the listings that sold. Listing or listings, okay?
Mark sold. It's going to select all the platforms. And when I click Mark Sold and click on OK, List Perfectly is going to go out to all the marketplaces where that's listed and auto end that item for me. You can see it's working. You can see it's pulling up the tabs. And that item is now ended.
That's my favorite part. Right then and there, people. Right then and there. Don't close the tab until you see that in the upper right corner, you see List Perfectly green check item ID successfully ended. If you're closing those tabs too fast, okay, you're interrupting me. Sorry, go ahead, T.
That is the confirmation window and confirmation notification. You want to make sure that that's on every tab before you close them out, because that's how you know that List Perfectly found the item on eBay or Poshmark, whatever platform, found it and successfully ended it. And these are the checks and balances that List Perfectly gives us as users so that we can feel comfortable, because the last thing we want you to have to do is to manually go, well, I'm not really sure that they ended it. So I want you to manually, I have to go manually check it myself. That's what that confirmation window does for you.
Exactly. So I just wanted to share that, and and again, I love how you're showing the process.
This is I'm showing how to actually add your sales analytics, and so you mark it sold. I could probably just talk over this. Mark it sold, and then what happens with and I know that I sold this on eBay, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it right there that I sold it on eBay, so I don't forget. Then I'm going back to the sales detection tab up in the extension tab. And I'm clicking on the little eBay window icon next to that sold button. That pulls up my order detail page.
There you go.
For every platform. And you can see that I sold this item for $25 with $6.99 shipping. And so I add those two numbers together. And then I go over to my List Perfectly catalog and I put it in there. And that is $31.99. Thank you, mental math. And because I shipped it that morning, and I shipped it on using eBay, my shipping prices right there for $3.97, and you can see my transaction fees are $4.22. So I'm going to take that information off that and go ahead and drop it into my List Perfectly catalog. Now, I think I say this on this video, but yeah, right here. I do not collect and I do not remit sales tax, so I do not include that in my List Perfectly analytics. That's why I did the mental math on the price plus the shipping and
Okay,
not
okay,
the
okay.
total.
Nice.
And so, yeah, so then I did that, and now you can see where it's ended on eBay, and I just go ahead and update that, and now I have this sale as part of my sales analytics. eBay gets the credit for this sale, and that shows two different ways to market sold if you don't want to do your sales analytics, or to edit each listing and use the sales analytics.
Amazing.
I love the sales analytics. The sales analytics are great.
Amazing. Let's see what they got. Oh, look, elevated. Oh, Veronica, thank you. Elevated my business. I'm truly thankful. Yes, the confirmation. Clara, I thought your favorite part was the cha-ching. Oh, yes, it's true. Okay, I'm biased. I'm biased. What can I say? Oh, hi, Carol. Yes, our amazing customer support, incredible. Pat, yes. Thank you, Carol. I tell Pat that you said hi. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. So one thing, Gary, are you still there, Gary? I want to show you real quick. All right, let me go to. We're gonna go to, if you need, one thing is to end listings, but what about quantity, Clara? So what I want you to do, you're gonna go to List Perfectly here. You hit quantity, and you can see how you can manage quantity fast with the update button. This is what you use.
List Perfectly allows all users to manage their multi-quantity listings using List Perfectly's update feature. And this feature is available for all plans of List Perfectly, but only the business and the pro plans of List Perfectly do have access to the quantity field.
Yep.
For this video demonstration, we are using List Perfectly's Pro plan, and we're going to show you how to go about managing your multi-quantity listings from your List Perfectly catalog to update the quantity field on any of the supported marketplaces that support quantity.
And I want to show it off. Nobody else has this button. Okay. You got to are you still delisting and relisting to change your title, update price, or change quantities? No.
So to start, what we are going to do is we are just going to simply edit our listings to reduce the number of available. So that way we do not oversell a listing.
Change the quantity.
So now we're going to edit this one.
You can do it multiple items. You don't need to go one at a time. You can see how Marshall is gathering several items that he's going to be updating.
And lastly, we'll edit the third and final listing.
Nice. 3 items at the same time. We change quantity.
So now that we have updated,
you don't need to go into every listing to change quantities. You go to the Express editor and you can change quantities in bulk to like what you want to change quantities to 100 listings in bulk, done. And then you can cross post and update those quantities. But in this case, we're showing you how to do it going into each listing. But don't forget about the Express editor. You don't know what the Express editor is? Contact us. Tech support will show you. Okay, don't do this manually if you have many listings.
Our available quantity within our List Perfectly catalog. Now we need to get that information over to the marketplaces that our listings are listed on, so that way we don't oversell a listing on any of the marketplaces. To begin this process, we're just going to choose the Crossposts icon with the word Start Selecting next to it. Next, we're going to choose the listings that we would like to update. Now that we have chosen those, we can click the Crosspost icon with the word Stop next to it. Next, we'll click update.
And there is a thing. And did you see the second you click update, it's going to open this menu that will allow you to update price or quantity or title or images or description or SKU or all of them.
And now we can choose the marketplaces that our listings are listed on. So in this case, it's eBay and Facebook. And then over here on the right-hand side, we have the option to update all listing details, or we can individualize it by choosing price, quantity, title, images, description, or SKU. Update all details is a really good option if you're making wholesale changes to your listing, but since we're only updating the quantity in this case, we're just going to choose quantity and then confirm update. Next, what will happen is our listing will be brought up in an edit state on the marketplaces that our listings are listed on. So that way we can go ahead, review the listing to ensure that our quantity has been reduced. And we can see that here, our quantity is now 3. So now we can go ahead and revise it.
That's it. Revise it. That's it. No need to end and delist. And you do these
Now we can move
for
on.
the next listings. So I just wanted to show that to Greg because he was like, how do I adjust quantities? Thank you. So I just wanted to show that. Okay.
Let me on the update. It's a game changer. I keep saying that, but there's some things that List Perfectly has made changes to that have really streamlined my process. And right now, my Minion assistant is doing a physical inventory for me. And so she, in this process, she's condensing down boxes. She's counting things and making sure that we have the right quantity. And she's changing them in the List Perfectly catalog. So if she's condensing and taking a bunch of stuff that's out of in box 10 and putting it down in box 5, she's going to change that SKU. She's going to change the quantity. Sometimes, we've changed the way we've done our titles, so she'll change that. She updates that in List Perfectly. And now as part of her whole inventory process, once she's got that updated, right then and there, she takes and she updates it and sends those updates out to the platforms. And because you're only changing the data that you're sending to List Perfectly, if you want to change, sometimes she takes better pictures because our pictures are better. Or some of our older pictures are not bad. She sends those out there, but it's so much faster because you're not picking a category. You're not having to mark, do item specifics and all those other things. So you're just verifying that, yes, the title changed. Yes, this is my new quantity. This is and boom. And it's less than 10 seconds for her to get those updates done. So that where before you'd have to click on the listing, click edit, scroll down, do all that other stuff. Now you're just scrolling down to verify the data. And again, by design, List Perfectly doesn't want to automatically update anything for you, and you shouldn't want it to, because you need to verify that the data that's in there is what you want.
Exactly. So that's absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. Now, there is a Susie says, I want just to clarify something. If I have 5 blue pens and I sell 1 on eBay, will the quantity reflect that without me doing this? No, Susie, because we'll give you a notification. The sales notification will say, hey, you sold the blue pen on eBay, okay? But then I need you to go and do the update to update the quantity. In this case, it's a multi-quantity listing, and you want to use the update feature to make sure that you don't delist or mark sold. All right. You don't need to mark sold. Okay. So what you want to do is update. Upon notification, you're going to have the option of marking sold, okay, if it is single quantity, or you're going to have the option of doing update if you have multi-quantity, or maybe you caught up that your price was too low or something happened, okay? So I just want to make sure I give you that feedback. I have a geeks number question. New beginnings. I love your handle. If I buy the shipping label from Pirate Ship, do I add the sold price with the shipping the customer paid and then put my Pirate Ship price under shipping, or how do you propose, T?
Yeah. So this is how I do that. I charge for shipping. So if I sell an item for $20 plus $10 shipping, the price that I collect for that item is $30. So I'm going to put in my price on List Perfectly, $30. Then if I go to Pirate Ship and I buy a label and the label is $6, I'm going to put shipping cost as $6, because when you do the math, you've got $10 for shipping, but you've made $4 on that. So in your net profit, which List Perfectly does on that page, your net profit will be your sales price plus shipping minus actual shipping minus actual fees. And if you've put in your cost of goods in your cost of goods field, then List Perfectly will take that into consideration. this is why I do my solds with that page and not just the mark sold, is I want those analytics. One of my favorite things is when I'm shipping something, I want to see, oh, wow, my net profit on that item was $42. My cost of goods was $8. I need to buy more of those.
Nice.
And so, you know, and I did one this morning where my cost of goods was like $19.99 and my net profit was 14. And I was like, that's great for some people, but I don't like those margins. I want higher margins.
No,
So,
absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. Thumbs up. Give us some thumbs.
I gave my shameless plug for thumbs up because that video took me way longer to make it than it should have.
I love it. Brandy says, when you do physical inventory, Timani, are you giving your minion a printable list or just the LP catalog or a tablet, or what do you do?
So because my inventory is off-site, so we are bringing inventory here. My living room looks like a warehouse right now, but that's okay. And
Off-site.
so
gotta go and get that inventory.
you can't see from here, but there's a reason why my background is blurred out. But so 22 boxes of inventory will fit in my car. So we took 22 boxes back today. We brought 22 back. Then she goes through the process and she'll pull down box 153. And then what she does is she goes into the List Perfectly catalog under SKU and she types in 153. That should pull up everything in that box. And then she goes through all those things. She pulls out the things that are in box 153, but not in the catalog. She does a quick search for those to see if they're listed somewhere else. If they're listed somewhere else, then she changes that listing to, and it's all hands-on right then and there. And then, which is why she updates it right then and there, so that when these boxes go back to this storage place, they're full. They've been inventoried and counted, and all the listings updated across all the platforms.
Awesome. Oh,
the List Perfectly catalog is very, very versatile.
Yes, yes. We certainly believe with Amanda there are many ways to do things. We have a good question speaking about being versatile. List Perfectly. Rosie's Closets. Okay, Crystal says, if I do not mark the item sold and just change the quantity, how does the sale reflect in my sales analytics, List Perfectly sales analytics?
There's a second step. So I do multi-quantity listings and sales all the time. So if I have a listing, let's say I have 10 pairs of socks. I have one listing that's active and I call it my active listing. Sometimes people will make that listing 10 times. I don't like that. I already have 10,000 listings. I don't need 30,000 listings in my catalog. So I have one active listing. When I sell that item, I go in and I edit my active listing, and now my quantity is 9. I save that. Then I go to that active listing and I duplicate it. And it's the duplicated listing that I go in and mark sold. And when I mark it sold, I change the quantity from 9 to 1. So that when I'm scrolling through my List Perfectly catalog and I see that something sold for $40, I can see that it was 1. And so Cam's got it right there. Yeah. So that's how you do it. It's a 2-step process for multi-quantity. And it's an extra step. But here's the thing that people don't understand. And I didn't understand this either until I started working with List Perfectly. Every platform, everybody thinks, well, it's multi-quantity. It's so easy. No, Poshmark treats multi-quantity like an
variation.
Variation. Thank you. I can never think
of it. I'm like, it drives me nuts. I'm like, oh, believe me, I told Poshmark, it's not a variation. That's not quantity. A variation.
And so where on eBay, a variation, or Amazon, a variation will be size and color, unless on Poshmark, a variation is quantity. And it's just backwards. And so it should be a lot easier, but it's not. Hopefully some of these platforms will get up to date, and it'll be a much easier process then. But for right now, and I will tell you that I do that all day, every day. It works great. My sales analytics, I don't use List Perfectly. I keep my sales analytics up to date in List Perfectly, but it's not what I use to report my taxes, but it is what I use to double check. And so I have my financial reports and stuff that I keep, but I'm going to go and see, okay, here's my 1099 for eBay for the year. It's 10,000. What does my sales analytics look like on List Perfectly? Okay. They say it's 11,200. Depending on how big that discrepancy is I may look into it. I may just say close enough. Which in accounting, a lot of things are good, close enough. I did it for 30 years. You just have to make a note. You have to notate that it's off and this is why. And as long as you have your note, life is okay.
I love it.
People get wrapped around the axle on some of these things because they think that they have to match it. And I just want to teach people that, yes, that is the goal. But I remember spending 2 days one time to try to get PayPal to reconcile over $120. This is ridiculous. It's never going to reconcile. And then that's when I started making notes.
I love it. No, that's just, I still remember. I think I should, didn't I show that last live, my picture of me doing taxes? I can't remember. Yes, I think I did that. Or was with the team? Okay. I'm going to show you guys. Okay. There you have it. Okay. This is me doing taxes. Okay. Yes. Okay. That was my first time coming from W2, and I learned very fast, okay, that receipts and not entering. Don't forget that one amazing hack you can do is for Goodwills and so forth. You can build a custom marketplace and then add those receipts. And it's unlimited with List Perfectly. People take pictures, and then that's so easy to organize with your accounting person. So I just want to keep that in mind.
And one more thing is that as we're doing this physical inventory, there are some things where I just have known they've been in there forever. And I'm just like, okay, donate. So we leave them in the List Perfectly catalog. And I created a custom marketplace called Donate.
Nice.
And so then I mark it sold so that List Perfectly would go and end it on all the platforms. But I click on the custom marketplace called Donate. And then at the end of the years, I will go through and I will add that up for my donations for my tax write-off.
And here is the new video, how to create custom marketplaces, that I'm going to share right now. Here you go. Don't miss this out. It's on the latest video that we released. If you are not using the custom marketplace feature that comes for free, okay, with List Perfectly, you're missing out. Okay, I really cannot emphasize more about the capacity of customizing.
Yeah, you can do it. I mean, because I'm selling some furniture, I'm selling now. I've got some things on OfferUp, on Nextdoor. And if you sell stuff on Whatnot that you want to take out of your catalog, that's another popular one. But you can do anything you want, and you get 5 custom marketplaces.
Absolutely. We're getting close to the end of our session, and we're gonna ask Tiffany, who is the winner of 1 month of free List Perfectly. In this case, I would recommend the Pro plan, so you get the auto sale protection.
If you get a free month,
it's free. Yeah, you know what, Trish? Can we share, Teresa? Do you have your eBay store? Do you have your LP? Trish can do a purchase. We can show it live. But first, okay, the winner of free List Perfectly month is Veronica Ross. Congratulations, Veronica. Veronica Ross, if you're there, you're going to email Tiffany at listperfectly.com for your free month of List Perfectly. Yay, congrats, congrats, congrats. And do we have time to show that? Do you want to show that, or should we wrap it up? What do you guys say?
Here's this. Let's leave them hanging.
Here's my
thing. I think that now that if I click on the thing, it'll take, because I have mine set for 30 minutes. Yeah. That it'll take too long to go out and find it and do it.
Okay. A good one. Okay. So for next time, we're going to have it with 1 minute, it's just making sure that the haters are not saying that we don't have it,
We have plenty of videos that show how it works. It goes cha-ching. We've had several people in the chat that talked about they got a cha-ching while they're on here. I didn't get a cha-ching, but you know what? I'll get one later today. Actually, because I'm leaving to go to Boston, I put a bunch of my stores on vacation, so that because I already pulled my shipping and I don't want to have to go again. So
there's Veronica Ross. Congratulations. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, everybody. Go right now. Don't forget that you can upgrade and use any discount code. We drop it here. There is discount codes, and you can get 30% off from the Pro plan and go and try the auto sales detection. If you are on a budget, all right, what I recommend is, keep coming to these sessions. We give free list perfectly, but save the auto sales detection for Christmas season. Okay, that would be if you're not having that many sales right now. We all know that there is some slow summer sales if you're not doing summer specific items. So I would recommend for those of you that are on a budget, try it for the last quarter. That's when things start getting crazy, right? September, October, November, December. Woohoo!
Yeah. October, November, December, and don't forget January. Lots of sales still happening.
January was always better for me than December. Can you believe that? Because I would always go with the tax, and I would be like people with the tax, and I would always reach out to my former customers. Always reach out to your former customers.
And remember that List Perfectly Sales Detection detects sales on all 11 platforms. Well, no, 9, because Shopify and Instagram is not a sales platform, but they do it on all the other ones: Poshmark, Etsy, Depop, Grailed, all of those, not just 1 or 2. So when you sell something, you will get notified no matter where it sells.
Yes, Tommy. How are you, Tommy? You're back. I missed you, man. What's going on? So, Tommy, it's available in the Pro plan, okay? The auto sales detection is available for the Pro plan. And as always, you know that we always trickle down benefits as we make the version work. So rest assured that we want to expand the benefits. We're still building everything with my own money. Look what I can build. And I couldn't be more grateful to invest in all of you, and thank you so much for investing in me. Just know that it's mutual. I don't mess around with my money. Everything I make, I put in freaking technology to give you the best technology so you can grow your business, be motivated. Go to listing party. Attend. Teresa, what is your go? Do your plugging with your listing party, mama.
So I do a weekly listing party called Listing 101. We are almost 2 years old. I've been doing it since September. It will be 2 years in September. But there are listing parties every single day. There's a 24-hour listing party hangout channel, so that if there's not a party happening right now, then you can go there. And I tell people, if there's nobody in that room, just hang out. Somebody will come in, and you guys, sometimes it's lonely to list by yourself. So
yes,
if you have a quick question and you want to share your screen, and it's 10 o'clock at night, you can, hey, can somebody?
What I like, Teresa, is that these are not content. I love content creators, but these are not content creators. These are real resellers. Come on, guys. You know what is to be sweating because, rent is around the corner and you did not get that. You've been listing those big items and they're not selling. And you're selling the $20, $30. And you're like, okay, I need like 5,000 of these to do rent. So I just want to put there, that we understand. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh my God. Cam is going to be a host on Wednesdays. Oh, I love you too, guys.
I've got it all set up, Cam. I'm just waiting for the graphic, and hopefully it'll get posted overnight tonight.
Yeah, so these are resellers helping resellers. Remember, e-commerce is big enough. No need to say, hey, I'm listing a mouse that I source, okay, for $1 in, I don't know, Kentucky, in the, I don't know, whatever store. Nobody's asking, nobody's going to, come on, we're all professionals here, and worst case scenario, you just get it, tell them that you got it, the classic one. I got it from the, what is it, the dumpster? So, no, it's more about motivating ourselves. And instead of having tips from a content creator that mainly they do content and then maybe 10 to 20% resell, these are people that are literally 90% reselling, and they don't create content, and the only content they might create is just to go redirect Instagram to eBay, Poshmark, etc. So I just want to let you know that that's important. The 24-hour room. Thank you. And thank you, Teresa, for doing such a great job. Teresa Cox is in charge. You need anything from listing party, you reach out to girl, Teresa Cox, amazing. Okay. She will help you. Don't be intimidated. You want to do a listing party, Teresa will help you to get it scheduled. You want a list perfectly team member to help you co-host, will do it. Come and try it because it's powerful. When you help others is when you receive incredible help. I'm telling you, it works. Look at that. Look at what I'm focusing in helping others, and the money just flows. All right. So I promise this is success. And thank you, Teresa, for today. I know you've
You're
been very
welcome.
busy testing. And now you can go. You're very busy testing what?
I'm testing some updates and upgrades, and it's fun. And, I mean,
And
it's perfectly all day, every day. I mean, we talk about influencers and that kind of stuff. I mean, I use the product, and that's why I can tell you if somebody asks me a question, I can answer it because I use the product. And I may answer it in the way I use it. That doesn't mean that's the way you have to use it, and you have to do the things the same way I do. But yes, Rosie, you absolutely are. But I give you the way I do it. Maybe it works for you. Maybe you want to tweak it away. Like there's never one way to do something, and List Perfectly always gives us options. So I love that about the product.
oh, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I want you to have a beautiful weekend, an amazing day. Let's make our dreams come true because, they're not going to happen by themselves. That would be a miracle. And let me tell you, miracles is not a good business strategy. So one listing at a time, right? One listing per day if you cannot make it. And Teresa, what final words of advice could you give to our amazing community that you have helped endlessly to build with us from day one?
Shut up and list.
All right, there. What is it? Okay, there it is.
Shut up and list.
I love you all. Let's make it happen one listing at a time. And please contact us. You can go to Facebook group and make a post and I will answer. You can go to listing parties and get a hold of Teresa, or you can just select tech support or customer care and our team will help you. Love you all. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye, Team Annie. Love you, Mama. Bye.